Hey guys, thanks for joining me. This is Angie at Chicken Scratch. This is the project we're making today. It opens up just like that. Okay, so the following video was filmed live. I only made a few changes to it. So feel free to fast forward, pause, or rewind. And if you need anything, let me know. I hope you enjoy the video. Thanks. And then I posted Chick Candy 81 over on my website today. And that's actually the bundle that we're using. So it's the Pampered Pets stamp set and the Pets dies, and that's Chick Candy 81. Thing is, I wrapped up the Designer Series paper charts today. So they're all, the blank template is over on my website, as well as the scanned color copy. So they're all ready for you to print if you want to. And I'll put them on a blog post tomorrow. Right now, they're on the charts page. So if you've downloaded these before, you know I have all of them on one page, and that's where they are. Okay, so I think that's all the housekeeping notes I have. So while we're still waiting for everyone to get here, I will go ahead and cut our paper. I decided that I was going to cut this with you guys because I know we're always having new stampers join us, and sometimes it's nice for them to see the cutting process. I normally just do this off camera, but today I'm going to do it in front of y'all. So we're using Real Red, and we're going to cut this to measure 8 by 3 1/8. So my first cut's going to be at 3 1/8. So 3 1/8. And then I'm going to open up the arm and cut it at 8. Okay, so while we have this piece already on the trimmer, we're going to go ahead and score this. And the reason we're using this and not the Simply Scored scoring tool is because we're going to be scoring on 16ths, and the scoring tool does not have 16ths, okay? So I'm going to push the cutting blade back, and I'm going to use the scoring blade, and I'm going to start at 2 1/16. So it's right there. And then 3 9/16. So the 9/16 is the teeny tiny mark after the 3 1/2. Make sure I get that right. 5 5/8. And 7 1/8. And this is using box template number 8. So yes, I probably will not be creating any new templates until after our move or when I feel back 100%. Okay, so our next piece of Real Red cardstock is going to measure 5 by 6. So I'm going to cut this at 5. And then at 6. Now this piece we want to score at 1 1/2 inches on all 4 sides. And as I say that, I'm like, okay, let me make sure. So here's box template number 8. This was way back when I first started doing the templates. So I probably need to redo this. I need to jazz it up a bit to match the current ones. But yeah, so score this at 1 1/2. So 1 1/2. 1 1/2. And 1 1/2. There's a huge delay on the videos. Okay, so now we'll set this aside because that's just extra, just in case I messed up. We'll go ahead and fold on the score lines, and I'm going to burnish it with my bone folder. Thanks, Renee. I did that myself. Regular old polish. Okay. Same thing for this one. Now we're going to cut this one. Let me get my scissors. Huh, wouldn't you know, they're missing. So I'm going to cut up to the score line to create these 4 tabs. And then I'm going to trim each tab. So I'm going to trim it a little to the left, a little to the right, and then whack off part of it. Paula, you are right. I have not been posting my videos on YouTube lately. I actually have not done a video in about 3 weeks. Has it been that long? I think it has. I've been under the weather. Yes. I disappeared. I apologize. I did not feel well. I've always said if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. And it wasn't that I didn't want to say anything nice. I just was in so much pain. And the pain medicine was making me ill as well. So I was not in a happy place. I've laid in bed or on the sofa more than I have ever in my life. Hopefully that has passed me. I have not had surgery yet. I'm trying to delay. It's COVID-19. I do not want to have surgery without my husband. Okay, so we'll talk about all that at the end of the video. So I'm going to put adhesive on these 4 tabs, and I am going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus. I will tell you that I have not stamped. I have not done anything since and I just ripped my paper. I have not, I know you're supposed to have a lighter touch on this. That's one thing I have read. So I need to make sure I do that. I have not made anything at all. Nothing. Until like today. Okay, well, I think let's try one more time. I know I've read other people have been having a little bit of issues with the plus. Okay, wait, I'm not supposed to be doing it up and down. I'm supposed to be doing it this way, right? Okay, I think that's enough adhesive. Yeah. So there's an art to using this, and you just got to practice. Just like with any new tool or new product, you got to practice a little bit before you really get it. Okay, so now for this is going to wrap around. I love this type of box. So it's going to close like that. It's going to wrap around. But the one thing, and I always remind you guys about this on this box, that you don't want to take this all the way to the edge. If you did, it would be really hard to slide your box in and out. So when you go, well, let's go ahead and do it. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to take it like a 1/16. Hopefully y'all can see that. Like a 1/16 of an inch from the edge. And that way you can slide your box open without too much difficulty. Yeah, I love that box. Okay, so now we're going to cut our designer series paper. I've gone ahead and cut this to measure 2 7/8. I think. Did I? Yes, I did. Okay, Debbie, I know what you mean. I was in the same boat. I hated it too because I didn't know how to use it. And then when I learned how to use it, it got discontinued. So I'm going to learn how to use this one before it goes away. No, I don't think it's going to go away. I think we just all need to learn how to use it. Okay, so 2 7/8 by 1 3/4. There's number 1. And then we need 2 7/8 by 1 1/4, and we need 2 of those. And I think that's it for this part. Yep, it is. Oh, wait. And then we're going to cut out a 2-inch circle. using the 2-inch circle punch. Okay, so there's that. Now for our Whisper White, I'm going to go ahead and cut a 3-inch strip and then move the rest of this out of the way because we don't need it. Now for this one, I'm going to cut it to measure 2 inches, and then the next cut is going to be at 13/16. So 3/4 of an inch is the same as 12/16. So if you take it one little teeny tiny mark past the 3/4, that's your 13/16. Okay, so this is the piece. Okay, now we're going to stamp him with Memento ink. Miss Bella got groomed this weekend by my husband and my mother-in-law. She looks so good. It's the first time she's been groomed since, like, officially groomed since March. She looks so cute. Okay, I'm going to use 3 Stampin' Blend markers, Gray Granite, the light and the dark. I'm going to start with the dark. Okay. I can't see worth a hoot. That looks good. I just love this image. There's just something about it that just, I don't know, it speaks to me. I'm just going around the edge with the darker one. And then now I'm going to take the light and fill it in. And now the dark real red, because that's the color of our box. Now we're going to take the coordinating die and we're going to cut them out. So let me grab the Big Shot real quick. Okay, let me move this over. Okay. Look how cute that is. I love it. Okay, let me put my die back in there so I don't lose it. Now, for this little piece right here, we're going to take the Banner Triple Punch. I used to always get confused about how to remember the name, but B comes before because I used to call it Triple Banner Punch, but it's Banner Triple Punch. So B comes before T. Banner comes before triple, right? So that's why, well, that's not the straightest. Let's see. Ooh, that's really crooked. That's better. Now we're going to take the Enjoy image and we're going to stamp that. So Memento ink again. Stand on my tippy toes. And then we're going to trim off part of that. So we'll give that a second to dry, and then we'll trim it. Okay, come here. Try not to get adhesive on my fingers. I love this paper. I love the stamp set. I love everything about it. And I do believe that it might actually, I think the stamp set might be on back order. I ordered the one I'm giving away back on my first order because I knew I was going to offer it as chick candy. So I'm going to kind of just really ignore the back order list because it stresses me out and makes me depressed. So I'm just going to play with the product that speaks to me and that I love, and ignore the back order report because stuff will be back. It just is, everything's delayed right now in our world. Absolutely everything, right? So I'm going to pop him up. I don't know why I call him a him. This one's a him today. Now we're going to trim this, and I'm actually going to get the trimmer because I don't want it to be crooked, and I'm not good at cutting straight with scissors. I say I can't even cut straight with a ruler, so I'm using the trimmer. That's why it measures 2 inches. It gives you plenty of room. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Now we're going to take the coordinating ribbon. I love this ribbon, this whole pack of ribbon, because it's twine and this stitched. Okay, there's that. Now this is going to get added to that. So I'm going to pop this up as well with a dimensional. And just add it right here to the edge, preferably straight. There we go. This I'm going to add with liquid glue. And then we're going to add it. And now we're going to add this with a glue dot. Well, I need to raise it up a bit. Hold on. It's covering up the E a little bit. Do y'all do that? Pick ribbon back up. Okay, so here's our box. Now let me show you what I have. Oh, I guess maybe this is too far over. When I look at my original one, let me lift it back up. Slide it over a little bit more. There we go. That looks better, right? So cute. Okay, so in this one I have some dog biscuits, some Milk-Bone dog biscuits. Lots of other things will fit in there, like hand sanitizer will fit in there perfectly. That won't. What else do I have? Wet ones, if you fold the sides in. Tape measure. Isn't it so cute? I love it. So originally I was going to make this box black, basic black. And then I thought, you know what? I really like this ribbon. And if I use the basic black, then I think using this paper would be too dark. So I like using real red for it, but I'm going to make another one using basic black or maybe even gray granite. We'll see. Yeah. Thank you guys. Okay, so I'm going to sign off. As far as Wednesday, if you're one of my coffee and a card people, I'm probably going to change the time to later than 10 a.m. I will let y'all know tomorrow, okay? Okay, so thank y'all so much. Oh, I forgot to mention about our join-in special. I guess I'm a little late, though. Oh, well, that's okay. Thank you, guys, and have a good night.